Hello, what is going on, rail fans? We're here live in Stuart, Florida. New location this time. Hello, Amtrak 150 Rail Productions. Came just at the beginning of the stream. Thank you for stopping by. We're here live in Stuart, Florida. Downtown yet again. I know, I'm aware of what happened last stream. Last stream we had a bit of an issue, and the stream unfortunately crashed to the point where I was unable to upload it. Today, hopefully, it will be different. We're in a new location this time. We're at Confusion's Corner, which is what this crossing is right here. We're gonna try for some new shots. Hello, outdoorsman. Look at DMs possibly. Gotcha. Any action yet? Just starting off today, so no, not yet. It's gonna be a bit of a quicker stream today. Only gonna get maybe about 3 or 4 trains. If we're lucky, I'm gunning for a couple bright lines and of course some Florida East Coast action. Hold on, we got some traffic coming here. Just gonna put the tripods out like this. So yeah, excuse me for 1 second. But to answer your question, no action yet. Still went in today's first catch. So I have a couple of trains here on the way. At least. We're gonna have the around 540 bright line, then the FEC 191, which will be taking the slot of FEC 105, and then probably the 6 o'clock, 6:30 bright line. So we should have some action on the way. Let me just adjust your camera settings. But yeah, if you were part of yesterday's stream, I do apologize. What happened was the stream crashed and we were unable to get it back up. So no Mike Brightline, northbound should be first. Probably not. If we're basing it off last stream, then no, Brightline northbound would not be first because that one should have been passed by now. Random, hello, Holiday, welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. Just starting off today, no action yet. Still waiting on today's first catch. So yeah, like I said, we should have ourselves a northbound and a couple southbounds, 2 bright lines and an FEC, and maybe some more action if we're lucky. And that's the thing, we just kind of have to wait and see. I can tell you, I can predict, or I can guess what could come, but it's never gonna be accurate. Hello, Nicholas. Yo, what's up? And hopefully, right by far, hope you have a wonderful Merry Christmas. Well, Merry Christmas to you and everybody in the chat. Doing pretty good. I'm trackside, so you know I cannot complain. Yeah, no, thank you for joining us. No action yet. Still waiting today's first catch. But yeah, like I said, last stream just crashed, and I was unable to save the recording, so unfortunately we couldn't use it. Okay, it was pretty good. It was pretty all right timing when it crashed because I was planning on ending the stream right then anyway. Merry Chrysler. Yeah. I was planning on ending the stream right then, so there were no problems. Tried joining your stream the other night, but as soon as I joined, it crashed. So bad timing for me, yeah. Well, I would have been bad timing either way because I was ending the stream at that point either way, so. It was really a lose-lose right there. Hopefully we don't suffer the same fate. I have fixed the issue for the most part. So we should be okay. Yeah, so it is currently 5:29 my time. So I'm thinking we're gonna have about an hour and a 30-minute stream. I caught 2 CSX Heritage just one day, nice. But yeah, it should be a quicker stream today. I'm thinking about an hour and a half. I never really do have long streams, to be fair. So yeah, later this hour, we should have a southbound bright line. It was 1875 and 1982. Nice. So yeah, hopefully later this hour we should have a bright line train come through. So I'm guessing anywhere within 20-30 minutes. And if we're lucky, we could get some early FEC action. If we're lucky with like a local or something. Does Amtrak pass through here? No, it does not. This is one of my spots where I railfan at. Yes, sir. Yeah, it's kind of hard. You kind of got to dodge the traffic here, but for the most part, we're okay. But no, Amtrak does not pass through. Do you ever plan on coming to Virginia one day? Would really love to meet you one day. I don't know. Quite honestly, I don't have any plans to go to Virginia yet. But, maybe one day.
Are you waiting for the train?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, nice. Which one do you wait for, the bright line or the freight?
I'm mainly waiting for the freight, but I'll take whatever action I could get, you know?
This morning, I'll tell you what, the freight that came by about 6 o'clock, so long, so fast.
They feel longer and longer every day, you know?
I know, right? You enjoy, brother.
All right, take it easy. Thank you. That was some good info there, chat. The morning freight train usually comes at around 6 o'clock. Maybe we could see some early morning streams, because that is the only daily FEC freight that runs through here. It runs every day. So, yeah. But yeah, Holiday, trust me, you'll be the first to know if I ever plan to come into Virginia. Excuse me. Back at Fusion's Corner, is that behind your other spot? Correct, yes it is. What's good, man? I'm back. Welcome back, Jacob. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. No action yet. Still waiting on today's first catch. Hi, see anything yet? Nope, nothing yet. Still waiting on today's first catch. Nice, I was here yesterday. Yep, I remember. Before the stream crashed, so. So yeah, now we wait. According to Google search, Amtrak passes through near Stuart, Florida. Yes, it kind of does. It's farther out west. It's along Okeechobee. I think it's in Okeechobee County. It's not even in the county, but it's actually not too far. I think about a 30-minute drive from where I'm based in like Palm City. I would think like a 30-minute drive. I should be there. I should be at those tracks. And I gotta pass over some other tracks too that I don't really know what the rail line is. So I just gotta do some research in my area to find out what that stuff was. Railfanning today and scored 4 trains. Nice. You're probably gonna score better than we are today. I'm gunning for 3, but I'll take 4. 101 comes through at 6 to 7 a.m. instead of 8 to 9 a.m. That is the morning freight train. Yep. All right, I knew it was 101. Yeah, for whatever reason, he's starting to come earlier now. I love to go railfanning, but I never get the chance. I live 30 minutes away from the FEC track, so yeah. Dude, just make a point of coming out, man. Are you north or south of Cocoa Beach? That'll answer your question. If you're north of Cocoa Beach, then you just kind of have to memorize when the FEC trains come and make a point of like once a week hitting the high iron and trying to, but yeah, you live south of Cocoa Beach. So, dude, just try to memorize the Brightline schedule and try to time it up with the FEC freight trains. Do that like once a week. That's what kind of gets me through. I'm lucky enough to where I don't live necessarily close, but it's like a 15-20 minute drive. On a really bad night, it's about 15 minutes, 20 minutes to drive down here. Regularly, it's about 10, 15 minutes. So, I think I hear a Tesla backing up in the background. Isn't train related, but yeah, you would be right. 2 Teslas just passed me. There's a little charging port here for electric vehicles. Hello, holy guacamole. Welcome back to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. No action yet. Just starting off today. We're in today's first catch. So, yeah, I can see, this location is also pretty nice, because I can see both signals. So as you know, there's the signal that we saw yesterday. It's over here. You can't quite see it on stream. But there's that signal that we were closer to yesterday, before the whole issue, that we were able to see very clearly. Behind me, I'm 3-4 minutes from the tracks, so lucky. Behind me, and it's a few miles down the line, you can only see it when it's lit, of course. There is another signal, which I believe is just Control Point Stuart. So I can see that signal, and it's facing for both directions, so I can see if a northbound or a southbound is lined. So that's another perk for this location. But yeah, I just wanted to find a location to where I could shoot at Confusion's Corner. That was one of the goals, and that's why we're here today. I'm also looking for like new locations because I don't want to continuously just go back to the same locations over and over again. Excuse me. But yeah, I just don't want to keep going to the same locations over and over. Here's train track. To me is about 15 minutes. So yeah, that's not bad. My local train tracks are not even a minute from my house. Now, you're lucky. Yeah, you got lucky there, outdoorsman. I'm not, though. Yeah, I know, but I know about your short line issues. What was it, the E and SL? Question, what Brightline horn do you more like, the K5LA or the K5LAM? To me, horn is horn. I'm not really a horn guy, and I really can't tell the difference apart. I can tell a Leslie from K5HL. It's about the best I can do. E and LS. All right, gotcha. Only two to three trains a week. But hey, that's 2 to 3 more than I get near my house, so. I also don't like railfanning at the same location every time. I like to try new ones. Yeah, same. Yeah, it just keeps the shots going, and especially for streaming, it gives you a new perspective around the area. My local train track's about 100 yards from my house. Yeah, you're lucky, the redheaded rail fan. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. I remember you said you live close to the A line, so ENLS, gotcha. Bridge is about to go down. Bridge light is red. Perfect. Yeah, for those who don't know, there is a webcam for the bridge. It's not on YouTube. You have to look it up on Google. It is the St. Lucie River Drawbridge cam. Just put that in Google, and it'll say St. Lucie River Live will be the link that pops up. Click that. You'll find the bridge cam. But yeah, that's good to know. So we should have ourselves a train here very soon. I look behind me. There's a vehicle stopped on the train tracks. You'd love to see it. Yeah, this is a new location, I'm sorry. This is the first time I've ever rail fanned in this location, correct? I think I maybe have like one shot from this location, and it's when I accidentally managed to catch a bright line. It was like handheld. I was just hanging out with some people. I was just hanging out with some friends. That was a few years ago. That was not a few years ago. It was a while ago, though. I wonder how they're doing. I haven't seen them in a minute. I should probably reach out to them. If I lived about a minute from the train tracks, my parents would not be needing to worry about me being on my phone 24/7. Amen to that. This summer, I'm going to go up to the CN yard and that town. Not even going to try to pronounce that, but all right, outdoorsman. Good luck out there. Some K5 LA horns are narrow front, and the others are raised. These are raised letter K5 LA. That's all I know. I don't know just yet. Yeah, to me, those were just words. I don't really understand that too much, if I'm being honest. You can see it sometimes, but if you look at these little bus vehicles that you just saw, that one right there, the city of Stuart has its own transit network. They're called the City of Stuart Trams. They're kind of cool to see. You can see them cross over Confucius Corner. This is one of their routes. In fact, one of the stations is right behind me. I just wish they were not little buses and more actual rail trams, but that's just me, of course. What are y'all doing for Christmas? Don't really have too much plans, just probably hanging out with the family. While I'm on break, I'm going to do as much rail fanning as I can. Need to get a lot of shots. I'm really going to compact this December video. This Trains of December video. With as many trains as I can get. Horn is horn. Horn go honk and horn loud. Amen to that. But yeah, I don't really have any big plans. Just hang out with family and do some train watching. So I live a very basic life, if you couldn't tell. Me see train, me happy. All right, so we should, like I said, if the information was correct, the bridge should be going down, so we should begin some train action here very soon. Just hope you enjoyed. Yes, sir. Train I caught wasn't that loud, to be honest. It's just an Amtrak train. The engineer gave me a horn. Nice. All right, so yeah, like I was saying, just gonna get a lot of train action. We should begin some train action here very soon. And speaking of train action, I know I'm doing a stream tonight, and tomorrow I may have another stream on the way. Tomorrow, I'm going to try to go down to West Palm Beach and do a lot of rail fanning, try to catch all the Amtrak, Tri-Rail, and Brightline action I can. And I think I may even get some FEC no, probably not. Tomorrow's Sunday. That locals only works daily, but I hope to get a lot of FEC action. Or not FEC, sorry. Tri-Rail, Brightline, Amtrak action. So, yeah, there might be a stream later that day where I'm going to try and catch some of the evening Amtraks in West Palm Beach along with some Tri-Rail action. As somewhat famous illegal racer once said, it's all about family. Yes, sir. Hey, Random, I've been thinking about doing train live streams like you. Do you have any tips? You just got to stay encouraging with the chat. So what keeps people engaged is when you continuously engage with the chat. And even if there's no chat, try to say something like, okay, so we should have some action on the way, or it's a beautiful night, guys, I hope we get some good train action, and something like feeling like that, if you're catching what I'm throwing. Another thing too is put your camera on a tripod. Of course, don't hand hold it. And yeah, that's about it. And just make sure you have a steady connection. Which local? I don't know the number, I just know it's the West Palm Beach industry local. I might catch a few trains in Hampton Roads or Wakefield area tomorrow. Nice. The Bright Line South passed by. No, it has not yet. Tri-Rail's pretty good, but to be honest, I think Amtrak is better than in my opinion. Nah, I just like Tri-Rail. It's fun to catch, and now that we got our own live camera, it's cool to watch on the live cam too, especially with the new Miami Central transfer train. By the way, when did you start getting involved with trains? Yes, it's a backstory question. Oh, ever since I was a little guy with Thomas, I guess you could say. I never outgrew it. I started, of course, when I was 2. I always loved Thomas the Train when I was a little kid, and it just stuck. Like a lot of, the majority of rail fans. It goes away for some people, but not all of us. What happens if you don't know the answer to one of the questions in chat? I just say it blank. I don't know. Oh, by the way, the signals just flipped on behind me. So we got that going for us. But yeah, if I don't know the question, I'll either A, look it up, or B, just say I don't know, and somebody else in chat will usually come in clutch and answer that for me. Hello, Train Dude 8901. Welcome to the stream, man. Thank you for stopping by. No action yet. Still went on today's first catch. One of my friends said I have over 1,000 subs to live stream. They are, to my knowledge, incorrect. It used to be, that's how it used to be. For mobile live streaming, for regular live streaming, you didn't need, there was no restrictions. For mobile live streaming, yes, you needed 1,000 subscribers. They changed that a few years ago to only 50, and that's when I started. I started live streaming when I was only at 72 subscribers, and now look where we're at right now. But yes, you used to need 1,000, but now I think you only need 50. I was thinking of starting streams, but I'm afraid I will lose subs. You can only gain. To make that as evidence, I started streaming when I only had 72 subscribers. Look at how many subs I have right now. So there's definitely gains to be made. To be fair, I mean, you could also say, oh, a lot of your subscribers are coming from coming from your shorts. Not going to deny that fact. That is true. But I'm looking at my numbers, and they're only going up after every stream. So if you fear that you will lose subs, don't have that fear. That's just not what happened. You know, I don't know why I did it yesterday. All right, well, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for joining. And, yeah, I appreciate your subscription. Welcome aboard, man. Wow, yeah. I've been stuck at 663 subs for a while until my 10 words or less vid uploaded. Nice. I don't think I've seen that. I have to check that out after today. Oh, well, I have 309. I don't have to worry. Yes, yeah, there you go. I forgot how many subs I had when I did my first stream. Oh, nice. You do some streaming, man. Yeah. I'm sure you can attest to it, too. I highly encourage it. Very few people do it. In fact, I think I'm one of the only few people that actually does it regularly. And I encourage it because what gave me the idea was Virtual Railfan. There's no question about that. That's pretty obvious. But Virtual Railfan would always have just a static camera with no commentary and no, like, I don't know, life behind that, if that makes any sense. So that gave me the idea. What if there's somebody that actually talked to stream, talked to chat, and gave life to the stream? Or to the rail cam. Here we go. I'm stuck at 478 right now, for now. It's not bad to be stuck. I've done 2 streams. All right, there we go. We got a train horn chat. So this will be catch number 1 for the day. 100% be able to pop up Railfan with tomorrow when it's still to be debated. All right. Well, I'm probably going to be bouncing. I'm only going to be on the Tri-Rail line for when the Amtraks come. So try to time that accordingly. I have 946 subs, trying to get to 1,000, but that ain't happening by the end of the year. You never know. If you do shorts, if you continuously do shorts, then you'll gain a lot of subscribers. Okay, I will. All right. I like how you stream. Like, be sure to wave chat and that other stuff. I don't want to copy you. Well, give me royalties and we'll talk. Okay, no, I'm kidding. But yeah, it's just, I just kind of honestly thought of that just off the top of my head. The only commentary on those virtual Railfanning cams are in the chat, if there is one. Yeah, that's true. There's no, like, life behind it. You know what I mean? I think it's a Brightline train. Oh, it's 1,000% a Brightline. That's what the first catch is going to be. But yeah, I don't know if anybody heard it. We got a horn. This will be catch number 1 for the day. And that's why I say after every catch, if a stream will be uploaded, barring any connection issues, which unfortunately we had yesterday, which was a little unfortunate too, because that stream was actually doing pretty well. So it's a little unfortunate, but it is what it is. It's horn time, baby. I certainly hope we get some good horn action. All the crossing is Stuart, Florida is a horn zone. If you didn't know. Also, I just kind of realized this is a banked turn. So we're kind of in the middle of a corner right now. I don't know if anybody could tell. We're in the middle of a turn, and it took me this long to realize it's actually a banked corner. My highest view on a short that is a train was about 6K. Nice. I think I have one that's about 12. I think. I'm not sure. Or we get shaving a haircut. I hope I get some little horn action, but I'll take the crossing horns. 105 actually gave me a bit of a horn show yesterday. I don't know if anybody remembers. I love horn zones and hate quiet zones because no horn shows ever we real fan to be honest. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Alrighty, chat. Train time. So I'm going to go quiet so I can record this. Be sure to wave, chat. Be sure to wave. Yeah, you can see how big Confucius Corner actually is, or that crossing. All right, chat. Let's go. Train time. Be sure to wave, guys. Okay, yep, I like the shot in this location. That was really cool. We got a 2-tap. I'll take a little horn salute. Yes, sir. I hate quiet zones. Well, yeah, quiet zones is, I'll have a rant about quiet zones a little bit later. I kind of want to talk about that. That was such a cool catch. Oh my goodness, dude. I like this location already. Because they're throttling up. Because past this corner here, it's literally just straight. This is when they get up to like 105. This is when they start throttling up to like 105 miles an hour. This is when they start to fly. But all right, there is catch number 1 for the day. So barring any connection issues, this stream will now be uploaded to YouTube. So the next Brightline probably won't be for a little bit less than an hour, I'd say. But we still got some FEC action on the way. I don't get the point of no horn zones. Me neither. Yeah, that's very nice. Yes, sir. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and talk about that now, I guess, because I don't know what else to comment other than that shot was really cool. Yes, horn zones. I don't understand the point of quiet zones. Because the people that fight for them are also the people that complain and try to blame the railroad for when a train hits a car. It's like having your cake and eating it too. Bridge is raising. I figured. Yeah, I figured 191 won't be on the way for a little bit. They're probably going to raise the bridge for about 15, 20 minutes. It's going to go down. 191's going to come through. And then the next Brightline train will come through after that. It was Brightline 111 leading. You're right on that. It was not 103 trailing. It was 117. But yeah, it's like having your cake and eating it too. That's what I don't understand. I don't know if you guys can see those little red lights over there. That's the signal. Those were the signals we were at yesterday. If you were part of yesterday's stream. I just bit my tongue when I was talking. Now it hurts. Also, the signals are still illuminated down there. They might stay illuminated for 191. I'm not sure. FEC signals, besides the one guarding the bridge, the FEC signals stay illuminated for a while. That's also a reason why I hate quiet zones, because trains crash into cars because of the quiet zones. Well, yeah, of course the rail fan in me doesn't want there to be quiet zones so we can hear the horn, of course. But from a safety standpoint and from just a realistic standpoint, quiet zones are not smart. They're not a smart idea. Also, by the way, this is about where where that local train yesterday, the last catch of yesterday's stream, if you were a part of it, this is about where I saw that train stopped. So, if it's timed right, that bright line might stop in front of us and we could end up getting blocked. I really hope that's not the case. I'm kind of just now thinking about that. Well, it really shouldn't be, because that last train took one and that was heading south, so I don't know. Or took the west, so I don't know. One place that is a quiet zone is Ashland, Virginia. Been crashes in the past there. Yeah, exactly. But the majority of the crashes are people driving on the tracks. One of my buddies out there, I forget his name, I think it's Luke. One of my buddies, Luke, out there. He just recently, I think it was recently, maybe it was old footage, but I know he just recently uploaded videos of him not witnessing, but witnessing the aftermath of a car driving on the tracks. It's a common occurrence out there in Ashland. So, that's also a leading factor of the crashes. But still, a horn zone doesn't help. If you ever have a question about my local short line, let me know. I gotcha. Love my first Railfanning short now. Yes, shorts are a great way to gain subscribers. Yeah, shorts are a great way to gain subscribers. What my plan is, I make a 15-second short for every train I catch. So that train that just went by, that's a 15-second short. And I upload one at the same time every day. Brain go burr, yeah. And I upload one at the same time every day. So I just keep doing that, and I just keep uploading one every single day. So if I catch 3 trains, I got a short for today, tomorrow, and the next day. I keep doing that. I keep adding trains on and on and on. And right now, I just keep stockpiling shorts. I have content going all the way to the month of May right now. So I can die. I could technically die today, but I would continue. But I would still be uploading until May. It's kind of morbid to think about, but you know what I mean. What could we be having on the way if those signals are staying on? BLF 705 northbound hasn't left West Palm Beach yet. That is interesting. You are right. Those signals are... Wow. I just got jump scared by some bug. I couldn't even tell what it was. Yeah, you're right. Those signals are still on. That is weird. Don't die, Mike. Yeah. That is weird. That is a good point. I never thought... I just thought they were going to go off soon. They were going to go dark. The southbound... The northbound facing for southbounds went dark. And one time I just went on Ashland Cam and thought it would be normal, and then I saw a car on the track. Yeah, there you go. When did Brightline have its Orlando inaugural run? September 22nd. It was definitely the 22nd. That scared me so bad. if for those who don't know, there's a park right behind me, and an ice cream truck just pulled into the park, and that music actually gave me a heart attack. It was September 22nd. I want to say the year was 2022. Either that or 2023. Not the ice cream truck jingle, yeah. That I'm telling you, that ice cream music probably just shaved a year off my life. That jump scared me so bad. But yeah, that was a good ice cream in December. Well, down here, our Decembers are in the 70s and 80s, so we are an all-year-round ice cream place. It was 2023. Okay, I thought it was either 2022 or 2023. I know it was September 22nd because I remember doing that. I rail fanned that first day out in Stuart, Florida, and I had to do it, and I wanted to stay out later, but I couldn't because I had to work that night. I had to umpire a baseball game. I don't remember what it was. I think it was some just killed a mosquito. It was some baseball game. I don't know. I can't quite answer that. So it was 2023. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I remember going rail fanning that day, and for whatever reason I remember that because I was streaming too. I actually caught both bright lines at the location we were live yesterday at. And Florida is always hot. Yes, that's true. I forgot you're Florida. I'm VA, so cold weather. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, we're used to, we have year-round warm, so ice cream year-round is a natural thing. Yeah, something a Floridian mind cannot comprehend is, not having ice cream year-round, I guess. And also having prolonged storms. We're used to weather changing every 5 minutes. But yeah, the signals are still on. I cannot imagine what they're for. I mean, could you imagine? I mean, I would love to see if we could have an FEC local run through here. They're still all red, but I can't imagine why they're on. It's probably for nothing. That's just weird. That was down... When I was down in Bay Lake for my 17th birthday, the weather was... So, yeah, that sounds about right. That southbound Brightline stop. No, he was long gone. That guy's probably doing 105 miles an hour as we speak. I wonder... what the next would be probably an FEC freight train. I don't know just yet. It is most likely an FEC freight train. That'll be the next train, FEC 191, the trash train from Fort Pierce Yard down to Miami, Hialeah. FEC's Hialeah Yard. You can catch that at this rail cam, but if you really want to stay up late, you can probably catch them running through the Diamond at the Tri-Rail rail cam. That probably won't run through till 10, 11 o'clock at night. So it'll be after Tri-Rail ends its services for the day. See, this location's a little bit darker than I expected. The reason why I chose this location is I imagined it would be a little bit more lighted, a little bit more illuminated in the night. I guess I was incorrect in that thinking. Those palm trees over there covered in lights look nice. Yep, it's the Florida Christmas tree. Instead of presents, we get coconuts. But yeah, I can't imagine what those lights are illuminated for. I think it's way too early for the bright line. Could be though. I believe the next bright line is BLF 705, and I believe that last one was 724. I will check right now. I'm gonna go check the schedule currently. Going to check the schedule. That was a southbound bright line that came through. That probably won't be in the station until about 6:30. So that would be 18:30. Yeah, that was BLF 724S for anybody curious for that symbol. BLF 724S. So yeah, we have, we'll at least have that one coming through. I believe we'll end the stream after him, even if we get 191 or not. Like we said, we could end the stream right now and it'd still be and I would still upload it to YouTube because we did get that one train, so not bad. Definitely like the shot of that one train. Every time you stream, I hear that car or bike rev up. I know. That's what happens. I'm always near traffic, and everyone's got to have the loudest car or loudest bike than the other, you know. So far, my favorite FEC trains are 819 and 820. I like the paint schemes a whole lot. I believe those are the ones still in champion schemes. I'm not sure. I don't remember. But, yeah, I do know there's a couple GVOs still in the champion scheme. A few of the EMDs are still in the champion scheme. I know the 700 series locomotives for FEC. Those are all in the champion scheme. And a couple of the GVOs are in the champion scheme. I can't answer which ones are. But I do know the champion scheme is still alive. Just barely, but we're still alive. Still kicking. But yeah, we could probably. I know there was one of the EMD champion EMDs. I think it was 703, led 191 yesterday. I think the Saturday version of 191 usually has a GVO on it, but it doesn't mean we won't have a champions unit, champions EMD, or maybe even the champion GVO leading it tonight. So you never know. Sorry, I just saw your DM. Yeah. Well, if you did that, outdoorsman, nothing happened, so. Hey, Random, what's your opinions on the UP and NS merger? A lot of people are hating it, saying that it'll ruin the railroads. I think it would benefit the railroads. But I also got to raise this question, would that be considered a monopoly? For those who don't know, Union Pacific and North All right, let's see. Do we have anything? Do we have anything? Do we have anything? Hello, audio. Do we hear me? I hear you loud and clear. Let's go. All right. We fixed it. Oh, dude, that was I had a bit of a panic. All right, so if you're wondering why the stream froze a little bit there, I was kind of going in and out of YouTube, fixing things in the settings. Just, I really didn't do anything specific. I just kind of started button mashing, hoping something would work. And it did. Who knew? All right. Phew. I was about to get really angry for a second. I was about to give up. I was about to pull the plug. I was this close. I was this close to pulling the plug. Also, I found out a new feature. I was about this close to pulling the plug. Oh, by the way, yeah, I have light. I have light. I didn't realize I could do this on stream. I think I'll have to turn it off for when the trains come, though, because I feel like that could be considered flashing them, and I'm trying to get I'm trying to catch a charge, so. But we hear. Is that correct? Do we hear chat? Just, oh, sorry, Mike. It's all good. It's all good. Just now we know. Don't call on Discord. That kind of did kill the viewership a little bit, but you know, it's all good. So we'll just have to tell. I'm pretty sure all the VOD watchers will rewatch if they find out that if they see what happened. I hear you, great bud. That's good. They see what happened. They can probably detect what happened in chat. I hope. It'd be funny if all that audio was still recorded anyway. All the stuff I said. That would not be good. I'm kidding, of course. Okay, yeah, I got my stream up on another device. We're hearing it. It is playing. We're good. Finally back, chat. Hello, Jeremiah Railfanning. Welcome to the stream, man. Thank you for stopping by. Action's been pretty slow today. We only have ourselves one catch, waiting on some more here. You kind of missed it. We did have some audio issues, but we did work it out. 107 soon. Wait, is that what the signal indication is? There we go, I can hear you now. So, Random, what were you saying about the merger before the whole thing, the incident? What was I saying about the merger? Okay, yeah, I remember. So, for those who don't know, Union Pacific and Norfolk Southern are planning on merging companies to create the first actual transcontinental route. Now, my opinion, a lot of people hated it. I thought it was a good idea. I think it's a really good idea that we have a railroad like this. The problem is, it's Saturday, so really nothing going on, but 107 soon. Are you sure it's not 191, Jeremiah Railfanning? Remember, this is south of Fort Pierce Yard. Anyway, going back to what I was saying. Yeah, those two companies are merging. Now, what could... Like I was saying before, Union Pacific was, according to numbers, according to stats, was the... Oh, 107 soon, I'm going out for it. Oh, gotcha. I thought you were talking about soon for the stream. Union Pacific, according to the numbers, made the most money out of any railroad in the United States. If this merger gets applied, they could be denied for reasons of monopoly. I think that would be the right call. I believe that they shouldn't merge, not because it would be bad for railroads. In fact, I think it would be quite the opposite. I think we'd get a heck of a lot more train traffic and a lot of better railroading. But I would not like it for the sake of monopoly. Now I'll be there around 9, 10 maybe. Yeah, we're not going to stay live for that long. But going back to what I was saying, yeah, I think it would be bad for the sake of monopoly. Now, possibly 11, yeah. That's why I would not like the merger. But it could be, but I'm not sure. I wonder what the paint scheme would look like with the merger. I think the merger is only going to be in namesake. What I think is going to happen, I think Union Pacific is practically going to completely buy out Norfolk Southern, and all of Norfolk Southern power would be turned into the regular Union Pacific scheme. I don't think Union Pacific is actually going to completely merge with Norfolk Southern. I think it's going to be more of a buyout. Black and yellow, black and yellow. Yeah, there you go. Nick, what are you talking about? What costs Roblox? I don't really know what you're talking about. Sorry, Nicholas. Entirely Trains, welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. I'm pretty sure Norfolk Southern's scheme will remain on the locomotives, at least for now. Yeah, pretty sure. Yeah, welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. Action's been kind of slow today. We only have ourselves one train, waiting on some more here. Basically, I'm not going to be seeing Union Pacific and not NS. Maybe, I don't know. RSU, oh, gotcha. I think I know what you mean. I think I remember hearing Railfans talk about that game. Hello, Santa Fe Railroader. How's it going? How are you doing? I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm trackside, so I can't complain. Hope everyone else in the chat is doing the same. We are live here in Stuart, Florida. Action's been pretty slow today. We only have ourselves one catch waiting on some more. They need to add Brightline to RSU. I think I know what that game is. I think. I'm not sure. I think it's a tri-rail style railroad sim. And if so, yeah, that would be pretty cool. Good thing the line past Crawford. Additionally, get UP power trains. So fun for us Floridians, yeah. We could get some UP power up there in Jacksonville. Really won't affect me too much. Northbound Brightline just cleared Palm Beach Gardens. I'm using the tracker. All right. Well, that tracker's actually a little bit behind. Hello, Salmir. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. Action's been all right. Action's been pretty slow today. We only have ourselves one catch, waiting on some more here. But yeah, so we should have that one bright line on the way. So it's probably a little bit north of Palm Beach Gardens. Won't affect me either. I'm just north of Tampa. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, you get all the CSX action. Get all the CSX action out there. I'm assuming you live away from the streetcar, but I'm assuming it's not too far to see the streetcar for you. That's something I would like to railfan one day. The streetcar diamond between them and Tampa Union. That would be that's a spot I would like to railfan. Watch the Amtrak train back into the station, catch all the streetcar action before, after that, and watch the Amtrak train leave the station and catch some more streetcar action. That would actually be a pretty cool stream. Hello, Orlando Railfan Productions. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. How's it going? It's going pretty good. I'm trackside, so I cannot complain. I hope everyone else in the chat is doing the same. We are live here in Stuart, Florida. Action's been pretty slow today. We only have ourselves one catch, waiting on some more. I'm talking about it's called Rail Sim Universe. Yeah, I got you. It's a tri-rail simulator. But yeah, Brightline would be a pretty nice addition. I think there is a couple of Brightline simulators on that game. I'm not sure. The streetcar line is about 2 miles from my school. Oh, perfect. But I actually live farther in the suburb of Tampa. Gotcha. I've actually been to the Tampa Diamond. Yeah, your shots there actually made me aware of that location. So that gives me a location I'd like to hit up one day if I ever get the chance to. Yeah, it's been a while though. Gotta be at least 2022. That sounds about right. It's a while since I knew that. It's free until Christmas Day. If you're interested in playing it, I think I bought it. I think I actually bought it like years ago. There's this one road scale, and it sucks. It's Not RSU. It's the Brightline game. I got. Oh, sorry, chat. Didn't mean to kick you there. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. I think that might have been the one I was quoting. It's, if I remember correctly, it's got some good with the bad. I do like in that game, if I recall correctly, it's been years since I've played it. If I recall correctly, there is a way for you to hit vehicles in the game, which I thought was a pretty funny detail. You have to time it well. Tampa does get the 4 Amtrak trains, but there will be no freight. The Port of Tampa switcher might pass by. Yeah. Yeah, so you got the Tampa switcher. Only 2 Amtrak trains actually service that station. I believe it's 97 and 98. But you see them 4 times because they have to back in and come out. So realistically, it's still 4. And bridge is still green. All right, thank you. My bad. Train games on. Yep, yeah. It's 40 and 41. All right, yeah. 40 and 41. You got some freight action, so I'm pretty sure if you got 2. So I'm assuming that's going to be up and back. So you got 2. So there's 6 trains over the diamond, along with the streetcar like every 15 minutes. So do that math. 97, 98 bypass Tampa. Yep. IndyCar is a feature in every RES game. I think I know what that is. But yeah, I just remember being able to hit the cars, and I thought that was pretty funny. It's actually 2 trains before pass by, 40 and 41, 91, 92 before. Yep. Tampa local's really hard to catch, though. I gotcha. Moved it to a night run. Ah, rough. Oh, by the way, we're also an hour into the stream, so do with that what you will. And random, I know we're not talking about this, but when I'm live streaming and I want to end the stream, but I can't find the end the stream button, what should I do? I imagine it is extremely hard to not find it. It is a big giant X at the top of the left, at the top of your top left-hand corner. So if I don't know what to tell you if you can't find it. The Tampa local rarely ever goes down and south. Businesses closing. They're gentrifying the area for $1 million stuff. Maybe a train a week in the night, but that's it. Ah, rough. Gotcha. Never know if it runs late. Yeah, it's hard to get good CSX action south of Jacksonville. Well, not really if you live on the CFRC. Because you can predict, if you live south of Taft, you can predict when M457 will run. That's about it, though, I guess. FC 191 should have 703, but I think that was yesterday. It was yesterday, Jeremiah. I caught it yesterday through here, actually. What if I just turn off my phone? Would that also work? No. That's what happened yesterday, during yesterday's stream, and the stream kept going. And the stream wouldn't turn off until I had to actually delete the stream. So, no, do not do that. Which is why I said good CSX action. Yeah, there you go. Oh, I think I just witnessed an accident. Chat, I don't know if anybody saw that. I think someone just got rear-ended. I didn't hear anything. I think it might have just stopped right before, but I'm not sure. One was a semi, maybe. Oof, that sucks. Yeah, I don't think I saw anything. I don't think there was. I think it was a near miss, but still. It's not too bad here south of Jack. State City gets about 15 trains per day, which isn't too bad for Florida standards. Yeah, for Florida standards. There's CSX action, but not amazing, yeah. Yeah, Plant City is about the best you can get for CSX action. You'll catch some CSX locals, and if you time it right, maybe like aisle 44 or something, or not aisle 44, aisle 44. Jacksonville and north is where it's at for CSX action. I was so mad yesterday at Melbourne downtown. Oh, did you miss some stuff out in Melbourne? I was out there. I don't think I ever did some rail fanning, but I was in the area and I was close enough to hear the trains. Melbourne's a beautiful place, I must say. I really like it. Oh, if the person's okay on that accident, well, I can't imagine. If it was an accident, then it was like a little like a little tap, you know. I don't think I did. I don't think there was an accident. I don't think I saw it. I don't think there really was an accident. And signal's still on, yeah. What accident? I thought I saw someone get rear-ended. I think it was just a near miss. But I'm not sure. 206 blocked, 920. And my friend says I had the pink lady leading. Ah, rough. Yeah, I had that train blocked. It wasn't leading. It was trailing on 191. It got blocked by BLF 704 one day out in when I was Railfanning Jensen Beach. So, yeah, a little unfortunate. I'm not gonna lie, Plant City, isn't it? Unless the CSX train pass at night, you can catch the early 441. Other than that, the locals, it's sad. It's to see if you like Amtrak, that's your go-to, yeah. Yeah, Plant City, it's just dead. And 206 is going very slow, rough. Yeah, the thing about Plant City, it's just dead. It is a dead yard. It is a dead rail fanning. It's a dead hot spot. Very, very sad. Next train we have is Brightline. Well, we should have that plus FEC 191, which should be on the way somewhere. But yeah, Plant City. And the people, I wouldn't advise going to there because it can be not the friendliest area if you're catching what I'm throwing. Everyone thinks Plant City's good because it has a can. That is true. Yeah, Plant City's not the best. I was thinking about standing on the side. 920 was going to come, but I had no idea 920 was going to come. Yeah, rough. You should go downtown Melbourne to Railfanning. Maybe, if I'm ever in the area. Lots of horn action there. That's nice. Yeah, if I ever find myself in the area, I'll definitely slice out a little bit of time to do some rail fanning, but... Alright, Railfanning, I'm going to head out for now, maybe join back later, but for now, holiday AFK. Gotcha, man. Thank you so much again for stopping by if we don't see you again, and appreciate you stopping by. Take it easy, man. But, yeah. I rail fanned downtown Melbourne once. Nice. 10 crossings there. Yeah, that's pretty nice. But, yeah, I can't remember last time I ever gone to Melbourne. I think it was like 3 years ago. Pretty nice spot. That's good. All right, so we should have some bright... I said it was going to be a quick stream today because I imagined 191 and 705 would be here by now. Also, guys, 816 is finally on. An LNG set used to be on 103 all the time. Gotcha. Interesting. I rail fan the Dana Beach area. I don't really know where that is. I'm sorry. So yeah, I don't really know if the bridge is down. I can't see it from here. It's up south where 105 goes. Interesting. Quiet zone, rough. Hi, hello Tropical Railroad Productions. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. Action's been pretty slow today. We only have ourselves one catch, waiting on some more. Bridge is up. Interesting. So I'm assuming that Brightline train is close. Should be. It left at 6:03. It is 6:34, so you should be coming up close. Hello, Jay the Rail Fanner. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. Is this a quiet zone? No, it is not. We're back in Stuart, Florida here. Stuart, Florida is definitely not a quiet zone. So yeah, welcome to the stream, man. Thank you for stopping by. Action's been pretty slow today, honestly. We only have ourselves one catch. We're waiting on some more here. So yeah, like I said, tomorrow, there's a mechanical bell. Maybe, I'm not sure. Confucius Corner is such a big crossing. Yeah, my chat is going slow. Oh, I don't think that's too big of an issue. I just don't think there's too many people chatting there, Jacob. Brightline should be passing Hope Sound. Yeah, if it's passing Hope Sound, that's maybe 10, 15 miles away from me, so about 5-10 minutes, we should get a Brightline. Should get a Brightline train. I'm going to head out, dude. Have a good one. All right, take it easy, outdoorsman. Thank you so much for stopping by. Have a good night, man. Take it easy. Bridge has been up for a while. I do hope it comes down for some train action with FEC and Brightline. Well, according to some sources, it should be. What's the street name? It's Confusion's Corner. Look at this is Confusion's Corner Railroad Crossing, so look it up. That shouldn't be too hard to find. Confusion's Corner, Stuart, Florida. This whole thing's a roundabout, by the way. This isn't just like one road. Whole thing's a roundabout. Solo Gevos on the FEC look interesting. Yeah. Could be a solo Gevo. 191's unpredictable when it comes by me, Walton Roadster. Well, it should be coming through. Now, this is when it usually always comes through. They usually try to line it up between, usually try to line it up with another Brightline. So, what could happen is we'll see. If this Brightline goes by with the bridge down and it comes back up, we're going to call it a stream. If it stays down, then we're going to catch 191 and call it a day. What's the car in the middle of the FEC Gevos for? This is actually a question that's commonly asked. So what that is, it's natural gas. Allegedly, it's cleaner than the regular diesel that the FEC Gevos use, that standard GE Gevos use. And allegedly, it helps the trains run for longer amounts of time, so they don't have to refuel at like say Fort Pierce. Say Fort Pierce is like the middle of a journey. They don't have to refuel at the yard. They can just either work the yard and get going or just pass right by the yard. Allegedly, it's cleaner gas than just using regular diesel fuel. And if there's a solo Gevo leading 191, should be 802. Gotcha. But yeah, it's a natural gas tender. Also, there were some new Ferromex tenders that used to be on the FEC trains. I don't think I ever caught one. I don't think I was lucky enough to time it to catch one. Crossing does not have a mechanical bell. Yeah, it's a mix of diesel and biofuel, yep. Yeah, I didn't think it did. It didn't sound like it did when it went down. If it did, and if it does have a mechanical bell, it's dead. I missed the Ferromex tenders. All right, so I guess they're no longer on the line. Yeah, I knew there was this, I remember there being this new paint scheme for the tenders. I guess I just didn't catch it. Hello, Monk Seal. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. Next stream, you should railfan at Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard Crossing in Stuart, Florida. Yeah, funny story. I tried. Did not end well. All right, chat. By a show of hands, how many remember the story that when I almost got arrested? All right, chat, I apologize for the language. Are we in the FEC shirt? Nope, not today. That shirt is in the wash. I got my Brightline Welcome to South Florida train crash shirt. That was Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. Yes, it was. Railfanning Ashland, VA again. I hope too. Jeremiah raising his hand. Yep. So some people don't remember. All right. So a few years ago, I got out of work on a Sunday afternoon. I decided to catch a couple Brightlines at the Martin Luther King Boulevard crossing, which is just down the road. Bridge light is red, most likely going down for that Brightline. All right. So I just wanted to catch a couple Brightlines and head out. I did stream. I'm gonna head out for the night. All right, take it easy, Orlando Railfan Productions. Thank you again for stopping by. We're just going down. All right. But yes, so I was railfanning there. I caught all the trains. And then I was packing up to leave. When I get swarmed, when I say swarmed, I'm not joking. 3 cops swarmed my location. 3 cop cars swarmed my location. I was detained. I got detained. So what they thought is someone called me in as a jumper. I guess they didn't see the 2 6-feet-tall tripods next to me. Tomorrow morning at 7 a.m., I will be at the Dixie Highway crossing in Jensen Beach, Florida. Would you like to be there? Unfortunately, I do have plans to do some rail fanning tomorrow, so I will not be able to hit up that crossing. Unfortunately, I will have to take a rain check on that one. I will be streaming tomorrow. It'll be later in the evening, but I will be streaming tomorrow. Never mind, I'm going to stick around to hear the story again. But yes, they said I was a jumper. I guess they didn't see the 2 6-foot-tall tripods next to me. Now, what I think what happened, and this might be a long shot, I was streaming that day. I think somebody called me in on the stream. I think I got swatted on the stream. I think that's what happened, because I told them, as I was talking about the name of the road, I never rail fan there again, by the way, and I never will. So unfortunately, I will not be rail fanning there again. But that's what I think what happened. I think it's a long shot, because I did, if you remember the stream, it's uploaded. You can find it. If you remember the stream, I did talk to a lady that was walking by who just seemed kind of shaky, how I wouldn't like listen to her for whatever reason. Because she didn't like where I was standing. She thought I was too close, and she was like, oh, okay, and walked off, and I didn't think too much of that. So that's what I originally thought would happen. But I don't know. I really don't know. Bro, I actually got swatted. Yeah. I remember this. Yeah. So that's what I think happened. I think this actually happened last year. I actually don't think the story's actually this old. I think it actually happened last year. Yeah, it had to have happened last year. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. Yeah, it's only, wow, it feels so long ago. It's actually been maybe a little over a year, maybe a couple months. Maybe a couple months. Yeah, it actually was not that long ago. That's crazy. That's actually kind of funny. But yeah, there's there's a little bit of lore there why I don't rail fan there again. Was that in Jensen Beach? I can't remember the stream. Currently trying to find it. No. This was in Stuart, Florida. It was, actually, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and find it on my phone, because I know the thumbnail. It was Stuart, Florida. I think I caught maybe 3 or 4 bright lines that stream. Actually, no, I caught 1 bright line. I caught 2 trains, but it was 1 clip because 1 blocked the other. I remember that. I think that was the same stream. I'm pretty sure. This is an old stream of mine, so I'm going to have to look back into the archives here. I think it was the VOD of 8/25/24. I think was the stream. It looks right. 8/25/24. It looks to be the right stream. (8/25/24). That should be the date. It's a little bit farther down. Speaking of trains, we do actually have a diverging clear at the signals up there. So we should have ourselves a northbound, and I think we have headlights. So we have headlights now. This should be catch number 2. It's a northbound bright line. And yeah, here we go. Train number 2 today. Was the police on the stream? It was when I was packing up, so I'm kidding you not. As soon as I hit end stream, the cops pulled up. It was perfect timed. Train time, guys. Brightline North, here we go. Yes, sir. This is actually going to be a pretty cool shot, too. I'm going to have the Stuart water tower in the background. So yeah, we should have the crossings going off soon. Is that screaming? Well, we're right next to a park, if that answers your question. That's wild, yeah. You can hear his horn right now. There we go. Crossings are activated. All right, I'm going to go quiet so I can record this train, chat. Be sure to wave. And there we go. So that was 105, 113 leading that. That was BLF 705N. I sure hope that's not all the action we get today. Hope we get a little bit. Hope we get 191. South Bite's on for green. Well, they're on. They are active. I can't tell. One of the 10 car sets. They're all 10 cars right now. Orlando Railfan Productions. Favorite color, bright lines. The blue and orange car is amazing. Nice 2-tap. Yep. I think so. I think he was just pulling for the crossing, but yeah. All right, yeah, that would be actually a good tell. If those signals go dark, we're going to call it a stream. If they don't go dark, then we're going to catch the train. Some are 4-car sets. Jacob, I mean all the ones north of West Palm that go to Orlando. Sorry about that. Yeah, the 4-car sets are the local ones. The express ones are the 10-car sets. Driving, I'm not sure. Saw a 4-car a few days ago. Oh, yeah, that's right. There's one 4-car. There's like one train set that's still 4 cars that goes up to Orlando. Yeah, the Miami and West Palm Beach ones. I'm talking about the Miami to Orlando ones. Yeah, my bad on that one. So I'm just hoping right now that the, all right, now I'm heading out. All right, take it easy, man. Thank you again for stopping by. Have a good one. Yep. So, what was I going to say? See ya. Signals went dark. Well, yeah, those ones did. Carlos Palaire on BLF 705N. Nice. It's cool to know that. Cool that you know that engineer. But do we have any freights coming at least? Hello, Chessie System Railfan. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. Action's been okay. We have ourselves a couple of trains. Hopefully, we're gonna catch some more. I don't know. We should have 191. 191 should be on the way, but I'm not 1,000% sure. Can somebody check the bridge? See if the, you know what? I'll just check right now. If the bridge is raising, we're going to call it a stream. If it's still lowered, then we'll stay live. Oh, that's weird. There's like this little status tracker. It's kind of cool. I just found that. Check the trains, FYI. That wouldn't work. We all live in a rail. I like what you're doing there, Tropical. Bridge is still down. All right. As of 6:49, bridge is still down. There's this like little status tracker that I just found out. This might come in handy here. So yeah, instead of using the rail cam, you can look up as rail status on Google, or bridge status. Do you think I should do my first live stream, or should I wait? Do your first live stream as soon as you can, man. Do it as soon as you can. So yeah, like I said, this stream will definitely be uploaded to YouTube, barring any technical issues that we can't fix. Have to be a little bit more specific there. We did fix some technical issues, but that is definitely 191. I'm so glad we stayed live. Woo, I can hear him blowing his horn. All right, I am so glad I stuck it out, because I looked down at the signals. I noticed they were off. I was thinking, you know what? I'll wait for the bridge, but I think it's going to end up ending the stream here. But I can hear him. It is definitely one of the FEC GEVOs to save power. Our perfect 191 coming. Yep. There is a freight train coming, I guess. Yes, sir. Even though the bridge is down, how come the signals went dark? That doesn't make sense, to be honest. Well, keep in mind, those are facing south. Those are facing north. Those are facing south for northbounds. We have a southbound coming, so it doesn't make sense for them to be on. All right, so we should have FEC 191 on the way. Now's my guess, right? Solo GEVO or not? Well, there's definitely a GEVO leading. Solo, you have to wait until it pops up. Probably not. It's probably going to be a GEVO leader and an EMD trailing. Let's all hope it's 425, 436, or 430. I did see 425 trail on 191. Like I said, that it was actually blocked by 724. But let's go. We are getting 191. I feel so accomplished. So yeah, after 191 clears, we're gonna call it a day. 436 was on 920. Well, we're not getting 436, are we? Gotcha. Now I see. 441 is trailing. Unfortunate. All right, we'll take it though. So it is probably 802 leading with 441 trailing. Yeah, so at this time it's probably around 7. So probably at around 12 o'clock tonight, you'll see it run through the Hialeah rail cam. No Solo GEVO? I guess not, no. But yeah, at around, I would say 12 or 1 o'clock tomorrow morning, you'll see him run through the Hialeah rail cam. I was sure I heard his horn. I don't know why I don't hear him anymore. Hope he's still coming. No one's awake at that time. At 4:30, the 4:30 Veterans Unit EMD leading. Nope, definitely not. You wish. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely not, I can tell you. Hope we hear his horn soon. He should be coming up close. I think I hear his locomotive rumbling, but I'm not sure. He could just be powering up. He was probably just waiting for that train. Wait, an SD78? No. The only EMD power now, FEC, for those who don't know, Florida East Coast did actually used to have aces. But now the only EMD power are 38s, I think. SD 38-2s. And there's some other one, I think SD40s, but I'm not sure. I think they're SD40s, but I'm not sure. I don't know. Oh, here we go. He was a lot closer than I thought. Alrighty, chat. So here is the main prize for tonight. They're SD70Ms. All right. Same difference. Alrighty, chat. Well, here comes the main catch for the day. FEC 191. I'm going to go quiet so I can record this. Be sure to wave, chat. Be sure to wave. Yes, SD40-2s. All right. Let's go. I got something right. There we go, chat. 802 441. Yes, sir. The garbage is ripe tonight, I'll tell you. It's a Ferromex engine, yes sir. Not 820. It was definitely not 820, it was 802, 802. I don't know if I said 820, I might have, that might be my bad. It was 802, not 820. And there we go, a decently sized 191. Lots of rock and trash today, so a decently sized train. We're over an hour and 30 minutes in, so do with that what you will. Alrighty, chat, so that is going to do it for today's stream. Hey, a great way to end it, I must say. So once again, thank you guys so much for sticking around and stopping by. And we were able to catch some FEC and Brightline action. Not bad at all to spend your Saturday evening. Once again, thank you guys so much for sticking around and stopping by. Be sure to like, subscribe if you haven't already. And that's about it. So be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll catch you guys in the next video or stream, whatever it may be. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. See you later. Bye-bye.